Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today we're returning to a line that we've already covered. We've covered wave 1, we've covered a few figures, and you can actually see some of them here because that was the Rocketeer action figure line from Longbox Heroes. And I had told you that there were more coming, and there is actually a second wave, but of course it's not the same as before because the first wave was really all about the Rocketeer. So you had the Rocketeer, you had a villain Rocketeer, and you had all those troops and everything, and you had the black and white set as well. This time it's basically a whole range of different heroes from comic books, and it's really very exciting because that's actually a very, very nice collection of superheroes. So we're going to have a look at them, and there's a few variants, and well, we're going to see. The first one is, so of course this is the same packaging as before, except of course it doesn't say the Rocketeer, it says the character. And basically you do have the first one we have in this line is Madman by Michael Aldred. Really good fun. Then we do have the Goon. Yeah, definitely the Goon. I mean, I didn't expect to have a figure of the Goon. Then we do have Hack and Slash, which is another. As I was saying, those are really completely different from all kind of comics, independent comic book. And then we do have Grendal by Matt Wagner. Then we do have the Tick, which is probably the one that a lot of people are waiting for. Then we do have Mr. Monster. I mean, Michael T. Gilbert's Mr. Monster in in action figure form. And then we've got Airboy, which is another interesting character. On top of those, we do have a few variants. So for example, we do have the Tick in disguise with his beautiful tie. We do have, of course, the villain for the Tick, which is Barry Hubris, because of course we need to have a villain for him. And then we do have another Madman, which is the Madman adventure version of the character, and he seems to have accessories. And then we do have Madman in a flight suit. I mean, that's a huge collection. So we're going to start by the regular one, I would say, and then we'll see how far we go. It's very exciting. It really is, because I just didn't expect to have all this happening at the same time, but we're going to have a look at them. So this is still a Madman, Longbox Heroes, the collection. It still says that it is wave 1. It's done by ToyOtter and what are they called already? Because it's always the Monkey Fresh Fiction. Well, here you go. So Monkey Fresh Fiction and ToyOtter, ToyOtter being the designer of the figure. ToyOtter does a lot of customs and stuff. It's done already some other action figure lines, very small run, but that's really very cool. I think it's the nicest one it's done. So it still says that it is wave 1, and basically in the back you've got all the characters, which mean that all in all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we've got 18 characters in the wave, plus the 7 characters that were in, is it 7 or 5? No, it may have been 5, which are in the black and white set for the Rocketeer. So let's go and open. I mean, the thing with the fact that they've got all different blister is making my life difficult, because it's like, oh, I really like those blisters, so maybe I should keep the blister, and as a result I'm not ripping them out of the box. But at the same time, I'm not sure that I will actually keep the blisters. That will be going to take a bit of space. So here you go. Here is Madman. So Madman is the first figure of the set. It's very, very cool. Like we had with the first wave of Rocketeer, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of articulation, and they are of course compatible with DC superpowers. They're exactly the same size. I mean, I do have a superpower figure. I mean, they actually go together. It's very much the same style of figure, so that's rather cool. So, and like the previous version, the Rocketeer characters, it does come with a stand. So the first one is Madman. I realized that I haven't shown you the face sculpt that much. It's really a very, very cool figure. I really like that. Having said that, I like that Longbox Heroes collection. If you remember the first one I did, I had said that I wasn't too sure, and then I saw the figure and I thought, oh my god, I should have bought them all. So that's how good they are. Then we go to the Goon. So basically by Eric Powell, another independent comic book character. He looks bigger, but that's because in the comic book he's actually a big guy, otherwise he is really at the same scale. Here is the Goon, and he looks absolutely fantastic. What I really love is that if you compare to the comic book character, I mean, that's really very much the correct look. I mean, he's done a really great job with his sculpt for the Goon. So you see he's a bit bigger, but it should be actually, yeah, is the same size. He's just got a bigger wider body. But he looks really fantastic. I'm thinking it's probably a bit it's not. I was thinking it might be top heavy, and it does come with 3 accessories. One is an axe, one is a pipe, and the other one is actually one of a tool, which is really nice. So let's see if he can actually carry those things, because it's always the question. Well, the left hand he can, but it's really not designed for it. So let's see if we can put it in the right hand, because the right hand seems to be a bit tight, because here you go. So yeah, you can actually, I was afraid it wouldn't fit, because the fist, as you can see, is actually in one piece. There is no thumb, separate thumb, so it makes things not always easy. So here you go, we do have the Goon. I'm going fast because we've got quite a few to look at, and well, I'm sure you've got other things to do, even though I'm sure you enjoy watching me. But anyway, so next we're going to go for the only female character in the whole line, which is Hack Slash. So Hack Slash is a character created by Tim Seeley, and same thing. I mean, it's really, basically, I wouldn't have expected them to do that figure. So here you go. Here is the Hack Slash figure. She looks really cool, very, very colorful, very nicely detailed. The interesting thing is that the skirt is actually a separate piece, so I'm pretty sure, and this is, yeah, it looks like it's painted, so they could actually reuse the body for other female character, maybe just changing the boots, because the boots are very specific. But that's a really very cool figure, and she does come with a baseball bat. I wish they had done. Speaking of baseball bat, I'm actually surprised that there is not a Mage mage figure, because it would have been great. It would really fit in that collection. So hack slash, and then we go to, actually, speaking of mage, Mac Wagner also created Grendel. That's why it would be natural to have mage as well. So and it would be great with this glow in the dark baseball bat. So here is Grendel. Yes, so here you go. You do have Grendel. It looks really cool. So basically you actually have to add his the scarf that is holding his mask. That's a really very nice figure, and of course he comes with his Grendel pronged sword spear. I can't remember what the name of that weapon is, but it really looks really, I mean, they all look great, but this one is particularly nice, I think. So here you go. We do have Grendel now. And then we do have the one that a lot of people are going to want, and it is, of course, the tick. So here you go. The tick, I mean, it looks absolutely great. Of course, it should be a bit bigger than the others, because the tick is a big guy. Well, he's about the same size as the Goon. But the interesting thing is that it seems to be a different body, which is nice. So that's really, I mean, the likeness is really fun. So here you go. We've got now the tick. I won't have enough space to put all of them. And then we go to Michael T. Gilbert's Mr. Monster. That's very cool. I was a big fan of Mr. Monster when I was younger. So here you go, Mr. Monster with both his guns. He looks really cool. I mean, all of them do. I'm actually so nicely surprised by them. I shouldn't, because I've seen the Rocketeer figures and they were fantastic. So, but anyway, we're getting close to the end of the original characters and then to the variant, and we do have Airboy, which was created by Charles Biro. Airboy is actually the oldest of those characters, because I think it was created in the 50s or 40s, 1942 to 1953. So he is the older character, even though it's been resurrected sort of in the 80s by Timothy Truman in I think it was for Eclipse Comics, but it's been years. I mean, that was but yeah, that's definitely the oldest character of them all. And here is Airboy. He looks really cool. So it may look, if you watch another of the videos that I did about Longbox Heroes, he also was used, well, a variant was used in the black and white box set for the Rocketeer. So that's why it may look familiar to some of you. He looks really fantastic, and he does come with this beautiful rapier sword. So let's see if it fits. Oh, it fits perfectly in his hand. So really another cool character. I'm out of space now. Now we're getting to the variants. First, before we get to, I would say, the real variants, we do have one character, and basically we do have the tick. Basically, I'm just trying to remember who was Barry Hubris, but I think he actually was yeah, it's one of those complicated things. It's the tick. I don't remember the whole story about Barry Hubris, but I think it's someone thinking he's an imposter, or whichever. I mean, it's one of those wild stories in the tech. He's a different character, definitely, and he's got a different head. So that is the character of Parry Hubris. And it looks really, really nice if we basically see him next to the tick. I mean, they go fantastically well together, which is what it's all supposed to be. Right, we're getting out of space now. Then we do have another version of Madman, which is the Madman Adventure version with a red outfit, and it does seem to have an accessory as well. Here is the other Madman, so the Madman Adventure version, and it does come with this lovely little purple gun accessory, which you can actually put in his left hand, so he's left-handed. But yeah, no, it looks really cool, and if you compare, as we can do the comparison, I mean, is it this? Yes, it is completely the same figure, except for the color and the accessory. But it's rather cool. I do like that one as well. Just trying to show them all. Let's put it there, because otherwise I'm sure it's going to fall. It wouldn't be funny otherwise. And then we do have another version of the tick, and it is the tick in disguise. So yeah, the difference for this version of the tick is mostly the fact that he's got a tie, so nobody would know. Otherwise, oh no, it's actually different. It's got a different face because he's a grinning tick, whereas the other one isn't grinning. So you've got a grinning tick with different, slightly different head. Otherwise, the figure is the same. And of course, it's a different color because he's in disguise. Nobody can recognize him once he's got his tie on and his smile. So that's really very, very, very cool. It's fun. It really is fun. I mean, that's the thing I find with that line. It's all about the fun. And then we've got the last one, which is the Madman flight suit figure. So another variant. So here you go. This is the Madman in flight suit. And I mean, you can actually, I don't have no, but I can actually show you on one of the, because the goons from Rocketeer also use some of those bits. So it's really a mix, because it doesn't have the top of the leg, no, but the bottom of the leg is the same, and it does have the jacket, which is the same jacket, and of course it does have the flight pack. So really a very, very cool collection. So that's it. That's the line. That's the full the full wave. So you had the Rocketeer in the first part of the wave that we covered in another video, but this one has Madman in three forms. So Madman, Madman Adventure, Madman in flight suit. We've got the Goon, Hack Slash, Grendal, the Tick in disguise, Parry Hubris, Mr. Monster, Airboy, and that's really it. That's the whole of the line. It's very cool. So I remind you, this is called Longbox Heroes Collection. This is wave 1, so the second part of wave 1. I hope they're going to do wave 2, because those are so much fun. And here you go, you can see the whole collection here, except for the black and white variant box set. And the difficulty, of course, is that at the moment they're only available, they're exclusive to Big Back Toy Store, BBTS, so you can only get them from there, and they don't have huge amount of stock because those have been made to order with a few extras. So They do have a few extra in stocks, but I think going to be to sell out very, very quickly. So, but here you go, Longbox Heroes collection. I'm going to have fun with my toys. Bye.